Individuals are constantly tracked in the digital age through various data points. Location markers and social media feeds contribute to this pervasive tracking. Unseen entities are actively watching and collecting personal data. This data collection occurs continuously and often without explicit user awareness. Historically, government surveillance involved direct methods like wiretapping and informants. These traditional techniques required significant internal resources and manpower. Modern surveillance increasingly relies on outsourcing to private firms. This shift represents a significant change in the operational structure of surveillance. Users often grant extensive data access by accepting terms and conditions. This consent can unknowingly authorize access to personal information. GPS tracking can be enabled through accepted permissions. Habit monitoring becomes possible with data access privileges. Smart device listening can be activated through user agreements. Data networks are the infrastructure for advanced corporate tools. Companies like Palantir build tools with intelligence capabilities. Clearview AI develops tools for facial recognition and data analysis. NSO Group creates surveillance technology. These companies develop tools that rival government intelligence. Facial recognition software identifies individuals by analyzing facial features from digital images. This technology can be applied to photos sourced from social media platforms. Private companies often employ facial recognition without the need for warrants. Constitutional constraints that apply to law enforcement do not typically bind private entities. This distinction raises privacy concerns regarding the use of personal data by commercial enterprises. Hong Kong protesters conceal their faces as a form of resistance. This action aims to evade facial recognition technology. Facial recognition represents a form of pervasive surveillance. The protest highlights growing concerns over public monitoring. It also underscores the diminishing boundaries between public and private surveillance. Clearview AI is utilized by law enforcement for suspect identification. The AI system identifies individuals by analyzing their photos. These photos are often sourced from social media platforms. This application demonstrates the use of surveillance technology. It highlights the intersection of AI and law enforcement practices. NSO Group's Pegasus is a type of spyware. It is designed to infiltrate personal devices, such as smartphones. The spyware can compromise a device without the user's knowledge. This infiltration highlights the vulnerability of personal devices. Sophisticated surveillance tools can be used to target individuals, such as journalists. Governments are increasingly procuring data from private sector entities. This practice marks a shift away from traditional, direct data collection methods. Private companies gather extensive data sets through various means. Governments then leverage this pre-existing data for diverse purposes. This trend highlights evolving surveillance practices in the digital age. Corporations utilize data analytics to monitor various entities. These entities include employees, customers, and competitors. This monitoring reveals the use of surveillance for business intelligence purposes. Data analytics provides insights into behaviors and trends, informing strategic decisions. Digital surveillance has become a pervasive aspect of modern urban life. The average person is often tracked through various digital means. Profiling techniques are used to analyze and categorize individuals based on their digital footprints. These profiles are often created without the explicit knowledge or consent of the individuals being tracked. The collected data is sometimes used to nudge or subtly influence people's behavior. This illustrates how digital surveillance operates subtly and pervasively in everyday life. Targeted advertising utilizes user browsing history to deliver personalized ads. Personal data is collected and analyzed to understand user preferences. This data-driven approach allows advertisers to show ads relevant to individual interests. The process demonstrates how surveillance techniques are employed for commercial gains. Users are thus exposed to ads specifically tailored to their online behavior. Constant surveillance can significantly alter individual behavior. Psychological research explores how surveillance impacts decision-making processes. Individuals under surveillance may exhibit modified behaviors due to perceived observation. These studies aim to understand the broader implications of surveillance on personal freedom and autonomy. Predictive policing algorithms forecast potential crime hotspots. These algorithms analyze historical crime data to identify patterns. The use of these algorithms raises ethical concerns. A key concern is the potential for bias in the data used. This bias can lead to discriminatory policing practices. Digital surveillance raises significant legal and regulatory challenges. Experts are discussing the complexities of these challenges at a security conference. A key focus is the imperative need for stronger privacy protections. The discussions aim to address legal gaps and regulatory ambiguities in digital surveillance practices. A data breach involves unauthorized access to sensitive, confidential, or protected data. Users are typically notified when their personal information may have been compromised. This notification serves as an alert to potential risks, such as identity theft or financial fraud. Data breach notifications highlight the inherent risks associated with storing personal information online. Legal battles are ongoing concerning data privacy and surveillance practices. These legal challenges highlight the conflicts between security needs and individual rights. The courtroom setting symbolizes the formal and adversarial nature of these disputes. The core issue revolves around the extent of digital rights in the modern age. Users employ encryption tools to safeguard their digital communications. Encryption transforms readable data into an unreadable format, protecting it from unauthorized access. This process ensures that, even if intercepted, the communication remains confidential. Encryption is a method of resistance against surveillance and data breaches. Various encryption methods exist, each offering different levels of security and complexity. Secure communication platforms integrate encryption to provide end-to-end protection for user data. Surveillance systems often contain vulnerabilities that can be exploited. These vulnerabilities can be identified and exposed by skilled hackers. Exploitation of these weaknesses reveals the potential for misuse of collected data. Such misuse can lead to abuse, impacting privacy and security. Highlighting these flaws is crucial for improving system security and preventing abuse. Smart home devices are equipped with listening capabilities. These devices actively record conversations within the home environment. The recording of conversations raises significant privacy concerns. This creates potential risks to domestic privacy. Ubiquitous cameras are increasingly tracking individuals in public spaces. This constant monitoring leads to a significant erosion of anonymity. The lack of anonymity can create a chilling effect on free expression. People may self-censor their behavior and speech to avoid scrutiny. This can negatively impact public discourse and democratic participation. The balance between security and individual freedom is challenged by surveillance. Social credit systems are digital platforms used to monitor citizen behavior. These systems collect and analyze data related to individuals' activities and interactions. The data is then used to assign a social credit score to each citizen. This score can impact access to various services and opportunities, raising concerns about authoritarian control. Privacy activists focus on defending and promoting individual privacy rights. They advocate for the enactment of robust data protection laws. These laws aim to regulate the collection, use, and storage of personal information. Activists also push for greater transparency in surveillance practices. This includes demanding oversight and accountability from government and corporations. The goal is to ensure individuals are aware of and can control how their data is handled. Users are shown app permission requests before downloading an application. This process aims to increase user awareness regarding data collection practices. It encourages users to actively review and understand what data an app intends to access. This includes permissions like accessing contacts, location, camera, and other sensitive information. By making this information transparent, users can make informed decisions about app installation. Ultimately, this promotes greater user control over their personal data and privacy. The digital interface prompts viewers to consider who is watching them online. This question highlights the pervasive nature of digital surveillance in modern society. Viewers are encouraged to reflect on the implications of constant monitoring. The prompt serves as a call to action for increased awareness. Individuals are urged to take proactive steps to safeguard their personal privacy. Protecting privacy in the digital age requires informed choices and actions.